Good evening, my name is Brightops, and welcome back to the darkest dungeon, the Onyxthorn Estate. Now, I was originally planning of maybe considering just how many more, veteran level missions there were of doing a level 3 party, but I decided that now would be a good opportunity to not only present our new antiquarian to the field, but also I also have a new man-at-arms, Die of Eternal, who admittedly doesn't do so well if the torches below a certain point, and is a bit of an egomaniac, but is pretty dodgy. So we shall put up with it. Actually, while I'm at it, I might just give... yeah, that'll work. We'll give Diana, just for the purposes of this trip, we'll give her the damage versus bloodsuckers. Because I was thinking, since we have a few people who are still lower level, that we would go and visit the Courtyard again in order to actually make sure that we have enough blood to keep the poor bastards who actually have the Crimson Curse from going completely insane. Because that would be bad. Now, I do admit I am going... Because, yes, we've got 3 things of blood, but... yeah, it's probably... Actually, we'll bring one with us simply because I'm not sure how... that Buddy the Jester has the curse and he's wasting. I'm not entirely sure how far along he is. It makes it easier if he's... got something to tide him over. The Crimson Curse does offer certain advantages to savvy adventurers. Well, truth be told, some illnesses can provide benefits as well as negatives. Such as, I think it was rabies we saw before? So sometime during this playthrough, which... yes, it makes you less accurate, but it also increases the amount of damage you can do. Alright, let's start going to the right.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Oh, hey, look, we got absolutely ambushed. Fantastic. But yes, one of the advantages of one of the skills of the Antiquarian is that they can, in fact, force an ally to protect them. And this
Success so clearly in view.
And this is why we've brought her.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Because when you have the Antiquarian in your party, you gain access to antiques and things like that. Hang on. Burn the hive.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Ooh, he's slowly going insane. You know what? we'll give him the dosage of blood. He's happy. He's not gonna go crazy. And we've gained a few additional bottles, so he will be happy with that.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Let's see where. Ah, there it is. Sorry, I knew that there was a trap somewhere here, but I just wasn't really seeing it amongst the mud. Alright, who am I? Damn, didn't get ya. Yet. Let's see. A little bit of healing. Cause admittedly the antiquarian can heal. They can do some healing, it's just they're not big healers. They're more of a buffer debuffer character. Wow, these guys really seem to enjoy, you know, feasting on the jester a bit. Buddy,
Sedated.
you'd think a clown would taste funny, but apparently not.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Alright, let's see if we can kill you. No, didn't get the bleed off. Annoying.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Yeah, not gonna lie, the Courtyard has to probably be my least favourite of the places we could potentially have gone, but
Destroy
that could
them
just be
all.
the PTSD. Cause an awful lot has happened here in previous games. And honestly, I would rather not have to go... Wait. Okay, we'll eat some food and... make some room. Get rid of... Let's see... God damn it! We literally just got... I'm fairly certain we just got rid of a thing that could have actually helped us here. Yeah, the medicinal herbs probably could have helped us in that situation. Yay. Just gonna leave that alone, because I will admit I don't fully know what the
awarded to
benefits...
the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I don't know what benefits or negatives you can get from picking it up without the item in question. Ah, another curse. Yay. A bit of a buff for everyone, just to have a little bit of an easier time dodging.
Annihilated.
Let's see if we can get rid of the manservant next. Alright, here's the resolve. Masochistic.
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
Make the dodge stack a little bit. It's up to 6. Wonderful.
Eradicated.
And down he goes. Alright, let's try to get well,
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
I need to heal you. Just injured yourself, you stupid.
A death by inches.
Alright, let's see if we can... Yes, we can get a heal off. Hurrah.
Destroyed. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Let's see, just for the sake of it, we'll take some bandages. Just get rid of that. And I'm happy to spend some food to try and heal up our man-at-arms so he doesn't immediately die. Because yes, he's a masochistic bastard who likes pain, but still, I'd rather... just avoid any serious injury if we can help it.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Thankfully, it seems that our maggoty little friends wasn't all that good
This
at
expedition at least promises success.
all that good at aiming, which works out rather nicely. Okay, we need to find one more winemaker's reserves before we can take off and leave the place. Though the fact that we brought 1 blood with us, we had 3 initially and we're walking away with 7, means that we're gonna have a bit of a stockpile for a while. which will almost certainly help out around, you know, keeping our poor, cursed party members sane. And, you know, not dying or randomly going out and deciding to nibble on someone they really shouldn't be. Alright. Now to the second half of this dungeon. Treasure galore.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Yeah, I think this is one of the few places where actually having to deal with, you know, a treasure, like actual treasure chest, not a big deal. At least I can't really remember any of them. I can't remember there being any.
As the fiend falls,
alright, one blood-sucking bastard down. Let's get some dodges up. Let everyone have a somewhat easier time getting around. That was a I will admit that was a misplay on my part, but not a bad one. It slowed them down and it means they can't dodge as easily. So, granted, it doesn't really help us all that much here, since they're not particularly fast, and they don't really rely on dodge anyway, so...
decimated.
Alright, let's get some damage going. Cause our lady here prefers to use light and can, much like our plague doctor, actually lowers light resistance.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Alright, let's try and lower this a bit. Oh wait, guess it doesn't lower stress, it just gives us money. Alright. Unfortunately, our healer's abilities doesn't actually cure blight. Which sucks, but... well, that's why we have plague doctors. Not necessarily in this particular party, but...
Be gone, fiend.
Is kind of why we have them in the first place.
Back to the pit.
Okay, what's disease? Lethargy. -4 speed. Not good. Admittedly, that doesn't really stop us from... it doesn't really get... that stress heal doesn't really get us away from the awkward position that we were before, but...
waiting to be spent.
yeah, it does mean he's a bit less likely to die all of a sudden, so... take that with whatever grain of salt you can.
To body and brain.
Okay. Diane needs to do some protecting of himself right now. And it's a good
Injury and despondence
thing they
set the
did,
stage
because
for heroism or
that could have
cowardice.
gone badly. Granted, it still can. But a little bit of healing. Granted, the Blight's still
And
gonna
now the true test. Hold fast.
put her on death's
Expire.
door, but at least... At the very least, we don't have... We're gonna get a chance to do a bit more healing, keep her alive. Get her through the worst of it. And thankfully we got a crit that's gonna help us a lot. Don't really particularly want to move you, so... Why not?
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Whew! We ran into a trap, but... didn't die, so... all's good. Don't get stunned, don't get stunned. Oh, thank you. Just gonna have her do the whole snake dance thing just to
The blood quickens.
keep Diane alive, make sure there's no danger there.
Inspiration and improvement. Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Alright.
The slow death, unforeseen.
Well, his protector is
Unforgiving.
gone, so we have that working for us. And our masochistic friend does not want
Time to
healing.
perform beyond one's limits.
Great. Just what we needed.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Okay, the manservant's dead.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Wonderful. Come on. Whew, he took the heal. Thank you. Thank you so much.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Okay, we've moved on to Craving. He'll be fine.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright, we can get rid of food for a stone, because why not? Some more
Finding
blood.
the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Okay, Diane is fearful. Alright, let's return to the hamlet. That should be more than enough. Yeah, this is why we bring the antiquarian to things. Because just by being a part of the party, they earned us an additional... Let's see, 10... Let's see, 1, 2, 2.5... 2.5, 5,000... 6,000... About over 6,000... 6,000 golds just by being a part of the party. Oh, Diana has also gained the Unholy Slayer. Good, good. That is a good ability.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
An excommunicated madman has responded to the growing infestation in kind. Fueled by conviction, he is merciless and plies his trade with extreme prejudice. The fanatic will stalk parties with infected heroes. So yes, we now have a new wandering boss that can show up during missions, but only if we bring someone who has the Crimson Curse with us into the field. There's a chance of him showing up. So let's see. He's considered it for now. Reynald has gone to treatment. He's lost weak grip, which is good. And Sandy is filled with hope after communing with a higher power. So less stress, and because they prayed, they lost hopeless. Wonderful. And there's our very, very dangerous friend right there. Alright, first things first. We'll get rid of the disease. Because why not? We might as well do... There's no... Well... There can be harm in it, but there's no harm in getting rid of it. Let's see, can we do any upgrades?
Gilded icons and dogmatic rituals. For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
Well, we've managed to upgrade the cloister a bit, so we can now have more people meditating. Which is good. Good. See, we'll have Diana go and seek medication. Okay, this is... See, I don't really want to have the people with the Crimson Curse be in the same building. Just simply because there's that risk of contamination. So they are going to go and pay a visit to the... They're going to be paying a visit to the tavern. Which, admittingly, we haven't really done a whole lot with, but...
With enough ale, maybe they can be inured against the horrors below.
Why not? We'll do some basic upgrades all across the board. Doesn't reduce the treatment cost, but... In hindsight, I should probably have checked to make sure there was no one who was... Okay, neither of them are bad at gambling. So we're all good. And we might as well just upgrade the brothel just that little bit, because I suspect that at some point we'll find someone who appreciates it rather nicely. Let's see... Just having a quick look to see what is offered to us in the field this time around before we... That's actually a pretty good ring to have, honestly. Let's see, the Brawler's Gloves are also a pretty solid item as well. Yes, we'll have to look into where I want to go next time, but until then, my name is Bright Ups, and I look forward to hearing from you.